Hey guys, this is Tigress coming back to you with episode 23 of Minecraft New Adventures. And in all honesty, I got some experience, but I don't know how to explain it. So my inventory is currently empty. There is a new How to Train Your Dragons movie out. The live action version of, as far as I know, a one-to-one version of the first animated movie. You know, where Hiccup friends with becomes like best friends with Toothless and that lot. And they get their dragons. I've not seen it yet. I want to see it, so no spoilers. I then found out that this was in the game, like as an add-on. I was like, wait, is it a world thing or an add-on thing? Kind of would have preferred a world thing for the price, but that's bygones. So I added it to world because I want to see. Not going to guarantee I'm going to keep it, but then I logged on and checked my inventory, and it's like, wait, hold on, where is everything? I've got all my levels, so I haven't died, so I presume it's just wiped my inventory. Kind of annoying, but not the biggest problem in the world. So, time to read. Welcome to the How to Train Your Dragon add-on. To help check get started, you craft this book again. You can craft this book using dragon scale of any kind. Join the game mode 1, community, Discord, zip. You can find different species of wild dragons in your world. Most dragons eat meat, fish, but Gronkles only eat rocks. There are more details on dragon differences in the Book of Dragons. Build a bond by feeding them, giving them a saddle, and flying around with them. So, guys, today I'm gonna try and train the dragon. So it says feed them, so they eat what? Meat and fish. But beforehand, we're gonna jump in the pool. We're then gonna go to the iron farm for two reasons. Reason number one, I have nothing, and hopefully that's produced a good bit of iron. I know for a fact it's not produced a good bit. Hopefully there's some iron in there. Basically, I built up between episodes because I knew for a fact it was going to be a bit of a pain. It's literally right at the back. And the reason I thought it'd be a pain is because I want it relatively close to where I am. Then I also, can't have it too close to where I live. For the most part, I literally did just copy a tutorial other than the glass roof. I always do check the glass roof on it because I've more than once slipped into them. So having that extra layer of security is kind of nice. Now, if you take away that block and go down a couple bits, you will have what you need. Good. Look, 20 pieces of iron. When that golem would hurry up. Basically, what happens, and I will show you in the morning just because of how dangerous it is, but the goblins spawn in and they go into the fire, the lava, and then they burn to death. But yeah, I'm not saying I'm not going to do the chicken pen or the food pen because, believe me or not, that was my intentions like last week to get all that done, but things came up, distractions happened. But for now, I'm basically going to be working from a checklist. And high on that checklist is a renewable food source, plus, animal pens. And as soon as I've done those checklists, then it'll be a case of, oh, let's go do this, this, and this. But in this case, I kind of being smart with this. The new How to Train Your Dragon add-on is out. I've got it onto the world. Quickly sleep. I don't care if creepers explode in the pool, but I'd rather them not explode near me. But yeah, guys, in between episodes, I built the iron farm up just because I thought it was necessary. I probably will do this for, like, this episode probably will be a bit longer than normal. I don't even know when the dragons will spawn. But, like, I did have fish. You know what, guys, considering the fact that technically I'm classifying this as a act of not on my own, like, I have no proof of... Oh my god! But I'm gonna give myself a fishing rod. Give myself, like, even though it was actually salmon, wasn't it? I'll give myself a bow, a stack of arrows, and stack of bread. Not completely got back everything that I had. But considering the fact of, like, I had a bunch of stuff, don't have that stuff anymore. But what I think I will do for the chicken farm is because I need probably a good set of hoppers. I'd probably say something like 20. What I probably will do is build the pen, dig out the area, and then see how many hoppers I need. But I'm kind of happy I can go to using iron now. So from what I saw, because I did briefly watch the trailer, I noticed it on TikTok earlier, and it's like, wait. So I presumed it was a world thing. Turns out it's an add-on, which I'm kind of happy about. Oh yeah, nuts. We're in full iron armor now, which isn't too bad. Like, what else did I chuck? There's that I chucked that in there. Where are my treasures? There. So I do have a decent bit of iron, and why I could. I don't want to go completely broke. One thing it's going to be smart to do. In all honesty, like, I was like, what the hell is that? And it's like, oh, I forgot banners were in this game. That makes a chest, and I think I was right, just wrong. Like, I was right the fact I needed what, like, I needed. Wrong about it, though. So, I do have a couple saddles. I'm gonna search up how to make a dragon one. Okay, so I'm gonna go on based on the presumption of that they find them or normal saddles do work. Also, I didn't think that dragons would spawn close to my base. Hopefully, they're not aggressive to players. Just imagine a bloody. See, guys, I love the Hard Training Dragon series. Yeah, I can't. Just imagine a monstrous nightmare just come into my base and be like, ooh, toasty. And then, that would not be funny. Like, that would take me hours to refix, and. No, I have fish. Come back. You smell the fish, don't you? Deadly Nata. Are you mine? Deadly Nata scale. Hold on. The reason I don't mind using saddle surf now is because. Huh? I'm sorry, Deadly Nata. How the hell do I equip a saddle? Look, I need your help. The more you care for your tame dragon, the more your bond will grow. As bonds improve, the dragon becomes stronger and you can interact with them in new ways. For paint, get value vanilla dye in Minecraft and interact with your dragon while holding in it in order to apply paint to them. You can remove paint using a bucket of water or lava. So I've tamed you. Huh? Are you gonna follow me? Oh, okay, that's cool. So I wasn't 100% sure whether it'd follow me. Come on, chicken, you need to go back into your pen. So, in all honesty, guys, the way I expect this episode to go was a case of doing a bunch of stuff. Yeah, run. I might have an iron sword, but Creep is still terrifying. Sleep in the bed. So, I have a dragon that I can't fly because I need a saddle. Daily Natter scales. Cool. Ooh. Further in the dragon taming, you can also build and bond further by doing activities together like flying or fighting mobs. Okay, so there's that. We have the okay, yeah, I get that. I get an important resource for crafting armor. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get 9 from the Deadly Natter. Feel like that's kind of my best chance. And here's I thought that I wouldn't be taming and flying dragons because I wasn't on Ark. I was mistaken. Come on, dogs, I'm sorry for the Deadly Natter. See, I would say I'm sorry for Stormfly, but that just kind of feels wrong. Do you want do you want food? Yeah, you sleep then. Creaking helmet. Even. Okay, so the stupid book is supposed to be. I'm an idiot. Recipes. Recipe Forge. The forge is where you will craft various dragon set. Oh, so how do I make the forge? Cobblestone and what? The forge is where you will craft various things. You craft a forge with vanilla, cobblestone, surrounded by any dragon scale. On a vanilla crafting table using cobblestone surrounded by dragon scales. Here's Dumbler. Look, I need the recipes again. The forge is where you will craft various things for your guys. Be prepared for me to repeat a lot of things. For yourself, like dragon armor, the dragon horn, and rider scales armor. You can craft a forge on a vanilla crafting table using cobblestone. Some round. Hold on, so is it literally going based off the picture? Put the forge there. Ah, so I can make deadly knight armor. Toothless armor I'm gonna need a Night Fury for. Which I do want to make, so I am gonna go try and find one. Do. Dragon armor. Okay, paper's paper. The Book of Dragons. Dragon horn is copper. Yes, I've got a use for copper. Guys, I've been whinging about not having a use for copper. Because you have no idea how... Oh, I forgot about them. How annoying it is just having like a load just lying around. Just chucking my netherite scraps right next to my enchanted and golden apples. Because that's nothing new. And honestly, guys, I'm excited. Dragon armor. Iron. Horn is copper, which is smelting leather and iron. Now, better trick. Where do I keep my leather? And more importantly, do I have any spare? I would have presumed in there. I will go and check the chest outside too, because I'm pretty sure. That it is in there. Thanks, Stormfly. Sorry. Thanks, Deadly Natter, which will be getting given a name. Yeah, you look so cute while you're sleeping. Saddle. Armor. See, I'm also gonna chuck like scales into like my precious chest because for the most part, those are just all things precious. Deadly Nada. Um, we're on the back. Okay. This one gets some used to, but this is cool. In all fairness, I will at some point probably just get name tags and name a creature, so we're gonna go fly around the nether. If you can go into the nether. Okay, those are 100 creatures, okay. Can't imagine taking care of more than one. I get why the gang, I get why, Hiccup and that lot never had more than one. See, I would say I'm about to get fire blasted, but it's like, hold on, wait. Coldstone's, blast proof. Ah, oh, does fire hurt? Potentially. What about lava? You seem fine as anything in lava. Ow. My deadly lava. Okay, well, time to sleep. In all honesty, I'm expecting to wake up with a deadly nana right in my face. I didn't wake up with a deadly nana right in my face. Should I be concerned? Okay, last thing was me burning to death, and dragons are fire immune. Fire. I might need to. Oh, damn it. See, I've always liked how Hiccup's armor looked like in the third movie. It's really cool. But that means I need to find an Night Fury, and if the movies are anything to go by, they're rare. Yeah. Don't know what I'm screaming. Don't know what I'm screaming. I came to Nether just because it's like there are a bunch of fire breathing. Okay, so they do have a standby. So, like, there's a bunch of fire-breathing dragons. You know, monstrous nightmares. You know, I'm gonna go and explore. Mainly because I think I should really be building a chicken pen right. Actually, I need to fill in the gap first. You know what? I'll fill in the gap. I'll actually make some progress. I'll fill in the gap, get the fences. See, the only reason, like, the reason I made like iron armor and didn't go full force was like, yeah, let's make everything. It's because if the game does what I think it might do, and which I'm hoping it doesn't do, it's only iron armor I've lost. Did fences. Oh, damn it, I had loads. I didn't have loads, but I had a few. So my experience with the dragons so far are they're deadly at getting me killed. Guys, I'm not prompt. See, I don't want to say the fact that the dragon mod will stay forever because considering the fact that I thought I added it because it's like, you know what, I want something cool and, you know, it won't hurt. Plus, you know, 3 add-ons aren't really that much. Plus, if you go by my ARC thing, if you go by how many mods I have like installed for ARC, then you want to be concerned. It's a 4 episode, if I remember correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. I do just want to let most of that just grow out a bit. It's like, where the hell am I going? It's like chicken pen, which I ran past. Like, I'm not going to try and tame every single dragon I see. I would like to get a unique one for myself, and why Deadly Natters are cool. To me, they're not that, like, unique. And especially not in the How to Train Your Dragon series. Because quite simply, guys, I think the rarest dragon in the series... See, another one who's literally spawned in. I want to know what happens when you attack, like... I don't feel great. But if you attack them, they attack you. Also, for the most part, I think it's just going to be funny taking something like really cool against the Ender Dragon. Also, guys, if anyone did see, I did complete Spider-Man 2, which technically the ended Spider-Man games. But I've decided that I'm going to try and 100% complete Spider-Man 2. I don't think I'll go back and 100% complete the others because... I'm saying I don't think so. I'm picking Spider-Man 2 because it's like, I've enjoyed it and it doesn't feel like it should be over yet, even though 10 parts. But like, Miles Morales felt kind of like quick. Spider-Man... I'm only doing this one more time because I do want to find out. Like, I don't suggest it, but technically speaking, you could probably make a dragon farm and be like the coolest people on the planet. Coming from the fact that I've sorted two already. See, annoyingly, the only oak trees I've got around are like giant, and it's like, I don't want to deal with that. Like, a giant. A giant. A giant. But yeah, guys, I could 100% be wrong because I've only seen the How to Train Your Dragon 1, 2, and 3, the Homecoming movie, and then Race to the Edge, and then Defenders and Riders of Berk. So if there's any tie in the books or anything, I've not read them. I'm not 100% sure if there is. But as far as I know, I'm pretty sure Night Furies are either the rarest species in the series or one of the rarest species in the series. Granted, never used to be on as. But again, in the series, in like the third movie, we saw a Light Fury. And then Toothless and the Light Fury had 3 kids. And then there was... See, oak planks don't really look like much like oak, they look more like jungle. After the Light Fury... But yeah, so... I don't think I'm going to use 39, but the rest can be chucked into a chest. Damn it, I was hoping. We'll do 4, we'll then do double gate, so 1, 2, 3. See, deadly knights everywhere. Bear in mind, guys, this is how many hoppers I'm going to need. So, probably should have made it smaller. See, for every hopper, I then need a chest. So, 64, so a stack, and 26. Isn't too bad. I probably will do some of it out of episode. Those zombies know how to let, sleeping tigers sleep. Also, guys, literally only just noticed from the fact of, like, but be prepared for a lot of UK streamers to start saying it feels like they're getting roasted alive. Because I think I've seen more than once, I don't know whether it was by a UK TikToker or someone else. I want to presume UK. But the person was just like, I can't remember who it was. I've seen like a couple of these, but it's like 30 degrees in Spain is 30 degrees in Spain. 30 degrees in Brazil is like 30 degrees, and I think it was somewhere else. But it's like 30 degrees in UK is like getting, and I'm not going to finish the sentence. But it was basically like getting foot so hard you can't sit down for the next month. And it's like, but the point behind it was 30 degrees in almost any country feels like 30 degrees. 30 degrees, actually, to be fair, the thing was essentially it might be by Satan. But the point is, 30 degrees in the UK feels like you're getting set on fire by 20 fire-breathing dragons, plus then get a back massage from a lava monster. But guys, the reason why like people from the UK whinge about the weather so much is literally just down to the fact that most countries have, nice weather 3-4 times a year. But the UK typically lives in, gloom and doom. We typically live in the case of it's raining for us, winter isn't, for the UK for the most part snow. It's rain, downpour, miserable weather. It's why anytime it does snow in the UK and you see a bunch of UK's content creators go, "Oh my god, it's snowing!" And it's like it's because it's like kind of that much of a miracle. Just because of the fact that weather in the UK is literally typically miserable for Oh, hello. I went on a mad pre-taming dogs. But yeah, guys, for the most part, I am thinking of doing essentially a couple, it basically would be just a part 1, part 2 sort of thing where I go through one half of the map and then cover the other half. I did have a boat, didn't I? Damn it. That thing is, I'm pretty sure I had a payload boat. We're gonna sink, aren't we? Hopefully, when I do get this thing some decent speed. I'm heading for the land because it's getting a lot more annoying essentially sinking. And guys, this is a trip I had to make to get like one of the dogs because it's like I need a spruce biome, but I need a Pacific spruce biome. No, is it bad? I kind of just want to ditch the dragon at this point. I don't mean ditch. I mean just sort of swim to my safety because it'd be quicker. I mean, Deadly Knights are actually pretty quick anyway. But it's like the only dragon I've seen. Although, what I might do is try and find like what like the best dragon is for flying and for like because I'm presuming speed's going to be like Night Fury's because I'm presuming it's going to be accurate. But on another point, where are the other dragons? Yay! I think I might call him Slash. See, Deadly now. See, recharge thing is starting to get longer, which is good, but it's also starting to like because it's starting to go to a point where it's a lot less frequent. It's starting to take longer to recharge, which is good. See, I don't know whether all dragons are going to be friendly. There probably is the odd dragon down in a cave. Like seeing iron down there, it's like, yeah, it could be useful, but it's like, I know it could be, but it's like, yeah, I've got an iron farm. Which basically just means the way it works is I just have to be around there for stuff to spawn on a more frequent basis. I'm an idiot. If I want to see if other, like, what other species of dragons would spawn, why on goddamn earth did I not just, fly over to the snow biome, which I know has them? So now that's a snow bomb right there. Although I do feel a lot more safe on Slasher. I say Slasher. I'm starting to hate the name Slasher. Again, there are some dragons that I do know that do, live in snow blazes. Granted, not the friendliest of bunches. I'm I'm clearing the weather, it's getting annoying. I'm presuming if I make this book of dragons, it'll probably give me everything I need to know. At the same point, I found claws. I found this dead out by myself. But quite frankly, I'm not going to enjoy the flight back, and I'm not flying all the way back. But yeah, guys, this is basically where I had to come to get the one dog, which you can probably understand why I willingly was like, you know what, I'm doing the bug method to get back. Although first starter track and the Deathly Ladder is still pretty cool. Like I'd definitely say like starter dragon wise, like like when I say starter dragon, I don't mean like you're just a temporary thing. I mean to learn how to fly the dragon and how they function all that lot. Deathly Ladder's a pretty decent one. Like Night Furies, okay, so you learn them, you're good. But like starting out as a cool, powerful, pretty fast. Like they basically have everything. So for learning how to fly, I'd say they're a great choice. Since it turns to day 59, I will essentially jump off the back of this badass beast and head back. To be fair, guys, something I've wanted for a while. I did not know they could go that high. Is the ability to ride dragons and like all like that lot in my like Minecraft and in general. Like I started to play the How to Train Your Dragon game, didn't get that far into it because like at the time I think I was still playing a tiny bit of Xbox, but I was like there's two games. The How to Train Your Dragon game that I had on Xbox, and then there was another. And like a mate was like, "Yo, why don't you play like Ark Survival Evolved and like Monster Hunter?" And my basically any memes of a case of, can we have this or this? It's like we've got that at home. That was basically what my thought was. It's like, well, I've got those. I've already got them, and like or similar versions. Even even then, when I started playing Ark, the only map I'd played for a good while was the island, which is no longer my favorite map. I'd say that either Valgyra or Crystal Isles. Both I've had fun on. On Survivor Evolved, I've still got worlds on both of them that I've had for years. Like 9 times out of 10, I'll keep a world for like a month, like not a month. I'll have a world on Arc for like 6 months to a year. Decide that I really want to replay the map and then restart the map. Gonna say if I survived that, I'd be impressed. Okay, do I have paper left? I do. My defense, I'd rather need to make more paper because like this is so much more interesting. Like I'm trying to get paper to make an enchantment farm. Book of the Wagons. Boulder class. What comes in that? Gronkles and locations, mountains, rocky, warms, areas, diet. Okay. Mystery class. Hideous Diploback. Striker class. Night Fury. Tracker class, the Deadly Natter. Stoic class. No dragon is more fearsome, ferocious, or feared than the monstrous nightmare. These dragons will incinerate the first and second. They are powerful and all-around dragons. Locations? Forest. You're telling me I could have seen one? They tropical fit. See, Night Fury is so mischievous, it's like, what the hell? Swamps and watery areas for those. Boulders. Locations: plains, colder areas, diets, meat. Like, I could 100% be being so much more useful, but I want to mess around with the mod. I'm presuming it's hungry. See, why I think it's called a monstrous nightmare would be in a forest, I also think it's the dumbest idea in the world. See, my end goal would be to find a Nine Fury. Potentially find at least one of each. Let's say that kind of looks like a zipperback tail. The guy is something I'm going to need to keep on me, but the Book of Dragons is going to be something I need at hand. See, my end goal probably would be to make like a cool ass like stable. But again, the doghouse is going to have to come first, and even then, before that, it's like wheat and all that lot. So I'm surprised that the monstrous nightmares aren't like in the Nether. I've seen that panda a few times, but it's like, but but it's like, yeah, no, it's just a black panda. It's not the rare one. But it's rare, then I probably would have taken it. Uncle. Oh wait, no, they don't like fish, do they? They like. I see another one around here. No, that was just a dog. And a zipperback. Lucky, lucky day. No, where did zipperback go? Hey, zipperback, are you sure you're not related to Barth and Bouch? Or the twins? Guys, the reason I say is to full of fact of, anything about, Barth and Bouch and like the twins, you'll know that they are known for they're not punks, they're tricks, their mischievousness. Yeah. I'm taking all that back, aren't I? Probably should sleep. So, guys, my original plan for today was literally just a case of build a chicken pen, set some food, proper food up. You know, Move out this area, make it proper, make the doghouse. Which I do know I'm going to do for. It's not going to be a traditional doghouse. Basically, this area, which means this one needs to get moved back a bit. Like this, there'll be a giant area open here, there'll be a giant little pen thing there, there'll be an open gate, they'll have a big patch of grass there they can grow in. If they really want to go swimming, they can, but I wouldn't recommend it. Zipper back. And considering Minecraft's literally basically all about squares for the most part, there's a few things that aren't. They've done a really good job, like doing like a mace sort of tail thing. You know what? You can sit there. Why do I need to make 2 more dragon saddles? Border class, which I've got, which is the Gronko. Mystery class, which I've also got. Dragon class, which I've also got, which means there's just Night Furies, which location is unknown, and then forests. So a forest is going to be my next location. Put the dirt away. Shut that away. And that. I'm starting to look really cool. No, I really wish I had given you a name. I'm pretty sure I only need that 5 more. I will also try and make... Yeah, I'm also going to try and make, say, all the dragon armors. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. That worked. Gonna keep the bottom half to like armors, and the top half will just be the top half. And weapons. Okay, so there is none. See, Toothless right, like that says Deadly Nala, that says Hideous Zippleback, that says Monstrous Nightmare, that says Bronco. Toothless Ride Boots, Toothless Rider Helmet. Toothless Rider leggings, Toothless Rider chestplate, which means I need to find Toothless. I'm going to be slightly annoyed if I fly up towards this mountain I see, in about 2 seconds. A Gronko, because it's going to be like, wait. I'd be more annoyed if there's a zipper back not far from it. It's like, wait, I could have just flown like 30 feet from my house. What I probably will do is spend, say, 2 more minutes just looking. This is 100% a slightly longer episode. The same point, the first episode was like an hour and a half anyway, which was basically me testing how long it would take to get through like 5 days. And because I didn't have a bed, I couldn't sleep through them, so. See, useful information that I can then go back from what I was using to find the dogs is. Okay, so. Potentially. I'd like to say find a monstrous nightmare to end. See, the thing I do think is kind of cool, it's like, part of them being able to fly now, is it instead of like going here, like this is like, Stormfly's armor, Meatlug's armor, Bath and Belcher's armor, um, Hookfang's armor. It's like, yep, this is just the armor for like Deadly Nat, Monstrous Nightmares, Hideous Back, Gronko. But because of how rare Night Furies are, it's like, nope, this is Toothless' armor. You see a Night Fury, it's Toothless. Which is why if I do and someone comments, it's like, hey, so you missed one at this time? I'm gonna be so pissed. Like, I want to spend, say, potentially, say, what, like, getting back's not going to be the problem. But say, like, one more day. Also, they all, like, granted, this Deadly Knight has armor, but there's no variants. So once you've got, say, one, you don't really need another. I'm gonna laugh if there's a Deadly Knight up by the pink trees. It's like, in all honesty, I did kind of expect it to be Deadly Knight. It's fire breathing deadly lizards. Never in another. And I was half expecting to be like, hey, Toothless, the really rare dragon. He's in the end. Granted, this is kind of more annoying than being told, hey, you need to go to these specific biomes and look, because then Toothless would be so rare, because it'd be like, okay, I just need to go to the end. Unless they'd pull the trick of, he's in one of the end cities. So, if going based off what Minecraft says, then technically speaking, they could potentially spawn right near my house. Because apparently a forest is literally just basically all around us. Like birch and oak trees and all that lot. See, I'm gonna slightly laugh, but also potentially cry if I end up finding Toothless before I find a monstrous nightmare. I was about to say, oh wait, dragon. It's like, no, that's just a slime. Like, monstrous nightmares are bright red dragons. I refuse to see how I could be missing them. And bear in mind, this was a case of I found the hideous zippleback in amongst the woods, and by woods I mean bamboo. So I would then say, oh, I've had the grunkle and then the deadly natter, and say, hold on, wait a minute. Even then, the deadlies, really, the zippleback wasn't even that hard to find because it originally did. I just kind of followed where it flew, but even then I just lose it. I could swear I just saw something. Okay, do I go another way past my house? Kind of not. But yeah, guys, just on the back of like a deadly night, it's like, oh, my dreams are come true. It's like taming one, flying them. Like younger me would be so surprised. It's like, wait, you can? It's like, guys, let me know if you've ever had essentially a case of where like you've done something that you've wanted to do for years, you've finally done it, and like you think it's like, yeah, younger me would be impressed. Because like younger me was like, because I watched, like I saw some Yu-Gi-Oh back when I was a kid. Didn't realize what it was though, because or, like I, there's one of those things where back then, like, because of the fact that being born in 2003, you kind of just caught like what was like you'd be flicking through channels. Like I remember flicking through channels, being like, "Oh, what's on interesting?" And it's like it wasn't until I got like I think it was like 7 or 8, maybe 9, that I was then able to start like recording stuff. But like back then, it was just a case of what's on like Freeview and all like what's on like the free channels and all that lot. And like I remember seeing the odd bits of like Yu-Gi-Oh GX. I know roughly, I can remember roughly what episodes I saw bits of. But it's like, and like thinking of this now, it's like, hold on, yeah, I did see the odd bit because back in 2019, me and a mate went to the same college, and that mate had recently got back into Yu-Gi-Oh because he had stopped for a while, and he got me into it. And why I love playing Yu-Gi-Oh, it's great, I love it, and I'm happy I did. It's one of those cases where it's like, if I was to take out Genshin Impact in a game I play, Yu-Gi-Oh, if I was to take out Genshin Impact, Yu-Gi-Oh, I would have a good bit more money in my bank each month than I tend to. Because why I don't consider Genshin Impact gambling, even though it kind of is, kind of isn't. There was a lawsuit. Basically, guys, what Genshin is a free to play game. It's great, like not sponsored by them, but it is a really fun game. And you can do pulls and get characters and all that lot. But like a lot of times you'll find yourself being like, I really want this character. Yeah, no idea what happened with that. Like why my own data was decided not to function. But yeah, guys, like without them, it's like I'd have much more healthier bank account because it's like there'd be characters on Genshin I want to get, there'd be cards that come out. Although my Yu-Gi-Oh technically not spent in session. Like I've not like I've kind of have, and then there's also like Pokemon that I've got into, like collecting cards wise. And guys, the point of it is, if something does make you happy, where's the fact of like you should or not, it doesn't really make a difference. It's like there's a bunch of things that I've learned from playing Yu-Gi-Oh that I potentially wouldn't have. Like I will 100% admit my maths and like I was terrible in school. Like I'm happy the fact that I managed to get at least because in the UK we have like, or at least Wales wise, or maybe the whole UK. Cause I think it potentially is. It's like A B C D E F, and I was happy to get away with like a C grade for catering. But like I didn't technically fail any of my exams, but like there were things like math and English where in college I did need to retake them. I didn't, mainly because I was able to get out of it, but still. But yeah, guys, because you hear things like basic maths is no longer such a case of like, can I do it? Because like, for instance, a mechanic in Yu-Gi-Oh! Synchro Summoner, you take one monster plus another monster to then equal another monster. Well, to do that, you need to then be able to add. Although one thing Yu-Gi-Oh! Has taught me is sometimes people do need to learn the meaning of get their life. Because never have I been so annoyed by someone going, hand trap, hand trap, hand trap. And guys, basically, the way it typically works in Yu-Gi-Oh! At least now, didn't used to work like this, was I pull off my full combo, I win. I don't pull off my full combo, well, shit, I'm, I'm fucked. It's like some decks can work around it, and it's what you kind of want, some decks can't. Which isn't the worst thing in the world, so like, but like, you definitely do need to be able to like, deal with things like Ash Ross and Call by the Grave and Infinite Impermanence. And literally, to deal with Ash is Call by, and then Call by and Infinite is like cross-out Designator. But like hand traps have definitely turned it more toxic. I completely lost where I was. I gotta say, bigger question: are they actually? And it's like, yeah, they are. Something I haven't checked is I'm pretty sure this is technically classified as forest, meaning technically monstrous nightmares can spawn here. But like, part of me doesn't want to take too long because what I am then gonna go and do is go and spend like a few days literally right inside my iron farm. Oh, I lost my diamond pickaxe. Damn it. I mean, I'd kind of say it's not the worst thing in the world, and like having three really cool dragons is kind of an upgrade. Also, guys, like this episode is going to be 100%. It's slightly longer. See, like a lot of times I'll get one streaming. It's like, you know what? I'm going to try and like do it as short as possible. It's like last week. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this thing out, but like, just gonna try and get it as quick as possible and like stream it full of like, not like to the bare minimum, but still get say decent length of the episode. But like, it's why essentially like last week's like episodes were kind of more like, yeah, great, these are right, instead of like this, which I'm like really enjoying. See, no Mila, I will accidentally bump into both, and it'll be like, oh, great. See, annoyingly, like something that I do kind of just want to prove now. You got the egg, the head, the breath, the armor, book, but that's typing in dragons, which no spawn things came up for. I did not know this connected up to a Dark Oak place. Yeah, guys, the reason I did that was just because it's like I don't want to bump into like a Night Fury, be like panicked, tame it there and then, and be like, hey guys, I've seen one. Then for everyone to be like, oh, great, cheated. Hello. I doubt that thing's gonna follow me back. But yeah, guys, the reason I basically did just go and was like, I'll get myself some foods, fishing rods, and I think that might have been about it. And some like fish was like, because I lost everything. I don't know. Are you being serious? Why did I know that was going to happen? Why did I know I would find one? It's like, because I lost everything, I think, you know, a few bare minimum stuff that wouldn't take me ages to get back, like, I could literally get back in a small period of time. Also, guys, sometimes the, you know, name of, like, the streams and all that do change, like, after, for instance, Part 10 for Spider-Man 2. Originally, that was just Part 10. But it's like, I finished it, yeah, finale. I was like, where the hell's my house? And it's like, oh, I just need to turn left. I'm gonna finish up the episode by making armors and saddles. At least saddles. I love my Deadly Natter. My Deadly Natter is the best, but it would be nice to be able to at least fly all of them. Now, my big question is, if I summon that thing now, is that thing gonna, like, follow me? Also, I don't know whether, you know, Monstrous Nightmares classify as more as, like, wyverns or withens. See, I say wyverns because it sounds more natural, but I think it is potentially withens. It's like, that just sounds wrong. Like, it sounds wrong to me, but again, I don't personally care which pronunciation is used. That thing really should not be floating on water. But yeah, what I probably will do in a future episode, because like next week, I kind of do want to, you know, just get focused building the doghouse. And thinking of it now, it's like, see, it's not. I'm not really going to need that much to do it. Yay! You know what? If I wake up with a burning dragon on top of me when I'm sleeping, that's fine. So it turns out that the literal easiest one for me to get was potentially the monstrous nightmare. Ah, that's what it does. See, I was like, wait, hold on. Does it just like you can delete the old one and then spawn a new one right next to it? Say, no, it full on does just teleport it to you. See it there? But yeah, like I probably will like try and like say build the doghouse next episode. But I also probably will try and like the chicken pen. I don't think it's gonna take too long. Like, oh, I'm so happy I'm in this stream for 30 seconds. And guys, if I sound like I'm in pain, I kind of am. And guys, basically the reason every guy knows there's one spot where you don't. But like most, I want to say most guys, if not all guys, at some point have 100% hit themselves there. Accidentally just did. It's painful. It's painful. See, I know it's been debated a bunch of times what's more painful, childbirth or getting hit down there. Now, I can't fairly just like say one's more painful than the other. No. No. Yeah, 9. Technically more, but like, okay, I don't have 9. The others will have to wait then. But like, I can't fairly justify the one, and I wouldn't like. I know no one would want to test it, but one is one is essentially given life. The other's potentially taken away life. But yeah, so guys, from now on, like New Adventures is essentially going to be more of a case of this and this has happened in this episode, so the thumbnail will be changed. And like thumbnails are not like now that the Spider-Man stuff is kind of like sort of like, and that New Adventures is basically my only project up at the minute. And I say basically it is. So yeah, so New Adventures is 100% gonna have a bit more of a priority. Like to me, like New Adventures is like not supposed to be the replacement for Quest, which is why I'm kind of like, do I really bring back Quest? Did the villager get in my house? Saying that as if I've not got 2 fully open doors. But yeah, like New Adventures is supposed to just be a case of like not the replacement for Quest, but like the new beginning. And whilst Quest might come back at some point, the best you're probably gonna get with Quest at the minute is me basically going back every so often and going from there. But See, it's not an easy decision. It's like, do I bring back a series that I loved? Quest is like, some of my best memories comes from Quest. Or do I go forward and like run both? I see what probably will happen, and it's the more logical thing is once or twice a month there might be, say, a couple episodes of Quest. And then New Adventure would just be the weekly thing. And for anyone who is going to start asking for Overwatch this week, the end of the next season is next week, so I probably won't do nothing with Spider-Man this week, so I'm going to like full and think about it. I probably will just do a case of Double XP should be up on the weekend, so Saturday potentially would just be a case of me going, hey guys, we're playing Overwatch, playing, the last game of the season and all that lot, and just going through. Because so far I've got a case of an Overwatch experience that I loved, because the stadium game mode I loved playing, and then rank, like to normal rank, I've lost so many games. It probably will just be roll queue ranked, but yeah. So there probably will be. And if not Saturday, like, what I potentially will be going for forward, and I'll try and wrap it up as quick as possible, is Mondays, Thursdays, New Adventures. Additional series will be Tuesdays and Saturdays. Saturdays will be, say, bonus content if there is not an additional series. And then the Saturday content will then get moved to Friday if I'm available to then stream or record or upload. And if it is, say, a video that gets uploaded for Friday, it'll be uploaded earlier. And by earlier, I mean 2:30, 3 o'clock UK time. But tonight I've literally been talking for almost 2 hours. I'm going to sign off. So yeah, guys, this is Tigress, and I said we get full line armor at some point. We really should have fun that way by this point, but yeah, this is Tigress signing off. Bye!